Hey guys, I just picked up the Benefit YouRebel Lite. It's supposed to be a tinted moisturizer. Kind of expensive at $30, so I thought go ahead and review it so you guys know if it's worth the splurge or not. Now my skin, I don't have a lot of problems. It's mostly a few spots and then like some scarring, discoloration on my nose. And the main problem for me is it's so dry that most face products tend to cling on the dry patches and look really cakey and gross. So I wanted to see if I could get a tinted moisturizer that would be good, and I decided to try this one just because I thought because it's more expensive, maybe it'd give me a little bit better coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and I'm going to just use my fingers just because I feel like with tinted moisturizer it's low maintenance, you want to just put it on. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Very moisturizing, and you can see it gives me a very dewy look. Maybe you can't see, but my skin is very dull and dry, so that's pretty cool. It doesn't look too cakey at this point, and I do feel it covered a lot of the scarring and discoloration. Not completely, but at least enough that, like, you know, it's not a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead, I think, and apply the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to show you or to tell you what I think. Okay, so now I put my rest of my makeup on, and I'll give you my thoughts on the YouRebel Lite Tinted Moisturizer. I'm a little washed out, so sorry about that, but I think it looks pretty good. I mean, like, my skin is very dry, and it doesn't look quite as dry. With powder over it tends to always look dry, but it's not quite as much so as with foundation, so that's good. As you can see, the scarring is not covered that well. Like, you can still definitely see it, and if I had any blemishes right now, they would be showing too. I think it's not really very much coverage, but it does even out the tone nicely, and for days when you don't need as much or want as much, it's really good, I think, because it is quite moisturizing. Now the claims, it says a defiantly different tinted moisturizer that gives your complexion coverage, moisture, and SPF protection all at once. I do think it gives moisture, but coverage I wouldn't say, not so much. So I don't know if I'd spend $30 on it again, to be honest with you. I think you could get a drugstore one that's pretty good, but it is very moisturizing. So if nothing else, it's a good moisturizer, and those can be kind of expensive anyway. So I do like the YouRebel Lite, but I don't know if I'd spend $30 on it. The moisture is not like amazingly amazing. It's pretty good, and then coverage is not horrible. You could maybe get more coverage out of applying it with a brush. I probably will try it with a brush at some point, and maybe I'll let you know. But I wanted to try it with my fingers first because I feel like that's how you want to apply to the moisturizer usually. But usually you can get more coverage out of any product with a brush. So that's just a note on that. If you want to try to get more coverage, I'd recommend trying a brush. So those are my thoughts on the Benefit YouRebel Lite. Just a quick first impressions video. We'll see how I get on with it, and maybe you'll see it in future favorites, maybe not. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!